So I'm scrolling on TikTok, just looking at video inspirations or like TikTok or not TikTok, some fish tank designs I could do. And I saw I saw my I'm not even gonna say this nigga's name, but he may know who he is whenever I start speaking about it. But I saw him repost the video and it was like some like I'm the type of friend that like shows up all the time and like will always be through and through and always thorough and always authentic or whatnot. But that's just me, something like that. And I'm peeping more of his reposts. And mind you, like I'm not scrolling through this, I'm not stalking or anything. I'm just seeing it. And every time I see this dude's repost, it's always something negative. And it's always in the negative set mindset, like it's supposed to be philosophical or something, but whole time, like, no, bro, like you're just like it looks like he's pleading for help. And I'm not making this video to like bash on him specifically. I know him, mind you, like I know this dude. I would consider us family. But the reason why I'm making the video about this topic specifically of having a negative mentality is because I feel like some people just do it literally just to have a negative mentality. And there are some people who actually have a bad mindset who can't see things in an optimistic way. But the thing that made me like that kind of ignited me to make a video about this is because the fact he'll post stuff, he'll repost things like that. But then whenever I see him in person, this nigga happy as shit. He's happy as hell. He's like always like down to like hang out and talk and everything, bro. And I'm not saying like people can't hide their emotions, but there's just a very like it's just too inconsistent for me to really believe that you actually think this way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that going around thinking like you're the only person who's like authentic and nobody else in the world around you is like you or gonna show up for you the way you show up for them. Nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I think people live in a world where we want to have a victim mindset where whenever we're going through things, we want to like point the finger like at everybody else and say you're the issue. The reason why I'm upset and I'm having a shitty life is because of y'all. But sometimes, my nigga, and I have to do this myself. Sometimes, my nigga, it's not only that it's your fault, but sometimes, bro, it ain't even what it seems. You over exemplify things more than what it actually needs to be seen for. Some people will take the surface level of things and put their hand lower in the soil to unravel things that were never meant to be touched. And then they're left to be upset with their own doings. For example, my shoot, not even friend, not a friend. She used to braid my hair. I remember I hit her up. I was like, hey, she would come to me about her problems, whatever. And she hit me up one time like 10:30 a.m. I'm at Popeyes, I'm getting me some food. And she was like, hey, she just texted me out of the blue. I'm just so upset, Caleb. Like life is just bad right now, Caleb. I don't know what to do right now, Caleb. And pissed me off a little bit because she stays doing that, right? So I text her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna show up for you, but I'm gonna need you to start asking me how I'm doing first before you start just like venting to me. She had a problem with that. She didn't show it at first. She said, okay, cool. I thought we could do that because we was always like that, which is great. Like, yes, that's true. I could understand that. That's a very valid mentality to have. Not saying that you made a mistake. I'm just setting a boundary though. Feel me? Next day, sends me a paragraph. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that you text me that because I thought we could always do this. You do the same thing to me, and I don't have a problem with it. And you can start doing that for me too. And you don't have to worry about me venting to you anymore. My nigga, all I asked you was for you to not just text me out of the blue. I understand that I do that. I admit that I do that. But it's my boundary that I made, not yours, right? That's the thing. That's where it gets into that childish mentality versus that adult mentality. I can definitely understand. Treat people how you want to be treated, but it's a little different when it hits you differently. I don't text her early in the morning off rip. Hey, I'm tripping balls right now. Like I'm so upset. Cause that's her morning. Why would I want to like start your morning off with some negative shit? I wouldn't want to do that, right? No, I'll text her at night, probably chilling, probably like done with work and all that stuff. But for me, I'm gonna say it's ever so rarely I do that. I'll keep it a bean. So I'm not trying to justify. I can definitely, like I said, I can definitely admit, yeah, treat people how you want to be treated. All I'm saying though, it's a little different because the way it was being situated was the fact that, you know what, I don't really think I like this relationship how it is, just texting each other. We don't hang out. She just braids my hair. This isn't really like a friendship anymore. It's just a business casual relationship. I'm gonna put some boundaries on this. That's the context of it, all right? So it's not like I'm an asshole or anything. It's just like, nah, you know what? Where things are changing, so I'm gonna change too. So I don't have to feel like I'm being fake towards a girl. Now that's out the way. Since she said that she wasn't going to come to me anymore, this circles back to the thing. People will dig their hands under the soil, under the surface level, just to get hurt for things that they chose to do themselves. If I'm telling you just to show up for me, for you to dig deeper and feel around for things that wasn't supposed to be touched, and you get hurt in the process, that's not my fault because we're not cool anymore. If we're not, I don't think we're cool anymore. At least we ain't friends. We don't talk. She don't braid my hair no more, right? I'm not pissed about that. But all I'm saying is it's because of the fact that they went to the extreme route to go out and say, I'm not gonna vent to you no more because you put a boundary, right? Now you hurt, and now we don't get to talk no more because you wanted to go the extreme route. Whole time, I just need you to show up for me without you wanting anything in return. Just be my friend, right? But it's okay though. But that's just the point I'm trying to show. Like some people will be so negative in the mindset that they will keep living and choosing to do like negative things to further find reasons to complain about the world and what it doesn't have to offer for them, right? It's called self-fulfilling prophecy. That's a psychological term. It is whenever you believe certain things are going to happen in the world and you do the necessities to make that shit true. So when you have people on social media reposting things, and that's the thing about TikTok, you like something. If it fits your For You page, it just reposts right there for you. You have the little button right there. When it comes to TikTok, you see a negative thing or like, oh, how it feels to be a good guy in an evil world, just some bullshit. You'll repost it like that. Bro, like you're not a good dude. Like you're just as bad as everybody else. You're not special. I don't understand when people think like they're just different from everybody else. Like, no, bro. The world isn't pointing fingers at you. You're pointing your finger at the world. And whole time, my nigga, I don't want to use this terminology. I think it's stupid. But there's three fingers pointing back at you, bro. There's always things that you need to improve on. And I don't understand why you would want to have a pessimistic mentality on the world anyways. What good does that make you? That doesn't do anything for you. There's two different types of negative people. You have the negative mindset that just destroys, and you have the negative mindset that constructs. You say things like, what if it don't work? To critically think about what things you can avoid in case it don't work, right? But I don't see that as being negative in my opinion. I see that as being a critical thinker. I only think negativity works in one way, and it works in destruction. I'm talking about mentality, by the way. So when we have people like that in the world, it just becomes like kind of a drag. I see that niggas repost every damn day, and it makes me irritated. I'm not gonna follow the dude because that's childish, and like I said, that's my family member. But it's just like my nigga. And it's not just you, by the way. Like, this is in general. Like, my nigga, like, bro, if you don't just like go outside for real and really just like just go feel shit, go cry or something. Faking your emotions on social media isn't gonna do anything for you. You say you're a sad person, or your platform is saying you're a bad person based off what you repost, but the whole time you're a happy person with loads of friends and a loving family and all that stuff. It's really like, how bad do you really think you got it? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people in like gated communities will kind of put on this persona like, oh damn, like I'm a hood, or oh damn, like the world is like just terrible and shit. And I think it's just because people want to fit in. People apparently being a normal, happy, nice, kind person is weird being a mysterious, quiet, negative person is normal or seen as cool or more desired. People don't really like people who express their mentality all the time. So they want people to just lay low and just be negative and like, oh damn, like this world is just so shit, bro. Like I show up for everybody in the world, but they just don't show up for me. And what's the point? Like, we're all gonna die anyways. Shut that shit up. Genuinely, bro. Like that isn't like no one wants to hear that, bro. He wasn't like that. He wasn't like that at all. Jesus was he was down to earth, he was humble. He knew what humanity would lead to, but he wasn't negative about it. He was showing up for y'all. He showed up with love. I don't know though. That's just me though. That's a hot take. Because I get it. I understand mentalities is mental disorders and depressive disorders, but I ain't talking about depressed people. I'm talking about the niggas that are LARPing, that are faking their freaking their pessimistic views, the people that do the pessimism in extreme, who will go the farthest routes to destroy friendships because they feel like the friendship ain't for them. But whole time, my nigga, like it ain't about you. It's bigger than you. But because you can't see it that way, you're just gonna keep. Or no, hang on, no. It's them. It's their fault. It's always gonna be their fault. It's never gonna be my fault. And it's because of them that I'm not where I want to be. It's because of them I don't have any friends. It's because of them I don't have enough money. It's because of them I'm not where I want to be at in life. My nigga, you have control of that shit. I don't understand it. I used to be negative. I still am negative. I don't see my now self as a negative person though. I do see myself as more realistic, black and white. It's either this or it's that. That's how I see it. But apparently people who come in my life with color think I'm a negative person. I don't shit. Fuck you then. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't care. I just don't see the world in color. Cause the way I'm maneuvering, it's like, yeah, it's either I can do this or I won't. You feel me? And when we start adding color into it, I'm not saying adding color is a bad thing, but we start adding color into it. A color to me is emotions. So you start doing stuff with your emotions, things get a little hairy because emotions ain't forever, but your choices are, right? So would I rather make decisions based on how I feel or based on what I think? You feel me? That's just literally how I move, bro. And I've hurt some, but I've honored most by moving that way. Majority of the reasons why people got hurt by my actions, I'm gonna be honest with you, was really in their own doing. But on top of that, like I'm also a truthful person, right? And I'm passionate about the truth. Like I'll get loud. Shout out to my nigga Troy, cause I'll get loud as fuck about the truth, bro. He's seen it. And whenever I'm talking, I can say things that will hurt somebody. I ain't being disrespectful, but I'm being honest. And the honest tone sucks. Ask God. He ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? It hurts. It's supposed to hurt. It's supposed to make you feel convicted. Supposed to construct you. Supposed to help you become better. But if you don't want it, then it's gonna slide past your ear like this. You feel me? I don't know though, bro. I don't get that. The art of a negative mentality is so ass. Cause I wouldn't imagine living in a life where everything just seems so dull and numb. The sun's out, nigga. Go outside. But no, you want to like spend your day reposting videos that really you don't actually relate to, but you think you relate to because you built up this alternative persona in your head of who you wish you were or who you wish people would see you as, and you keep feeding it more and more. You see videos that relate to it, and then that leads you to act like it when it comes to the actual like real world situation. And then whole time you think you did a good job on yourself. Whole time you just look like an asshole, a weird one at that. You don't gain anything from being negative. You really don't. You think you do, but trust me, you really do not gain a damn thing from being negative. You don't gain a lot from being positive either, but the reinvestment of being positive is way more significant than being negative. If you're negative all the time, you're going to lose friends. You're going to deteriorate your health. Trust me, you will deteriorate your health if you become a negative person all the time. It's terrible. You become sluggish, lazy, you become unmotivated. You don't want to do anything because you're just so negative. Your views on the world become short-sighted and you'll get to the point where you don't even see the point in living. I'm being serious because you're living a negative mentality. Nobody wants to hang out with you, nigga. I don't even think freaking goths, or what's that word called, bruh? I don't know. I don't think none of the niggas want to do that shit. Be around you if you're always negative, like, because you won't even show hope in the things that are bad for the world. You feel me? Because you so negative. You know, it's like you will serve no purpose in being a negative person, bro. There's no point. You gotta fix that. You do need to fix that. It's not good. Be positive and doing bad things. I don't care. Like, don't quote me on that. But like, for real, like, don't be a negative person, bro. That shit does not end well in the long run, bro. And it's stupid, especially if you aren't even a legitimate negative person. If you're somebody who is positive and has a good life, but wants to LARP and be a negative person, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're low-key spitting in people's faces who actually suffer from depression or disorders regarding emotional health or mentalities and whatnot. Like, what are you doing? You like, and the thing too, bro, is like, you ain't special. Some people, I remember when I was in 8th grade, going to freshman year and sophomore year, those 3 years, people loved saying like, "Oh, I have depression," and stuff. Like, people just loved going off of that stuff. "Oh, I'm gonna commit suicide." I don't know if I have to like edit that out, but people would love saying stuff like that. And it was weird. Now, I gotta keep it a bean. I don't know if I still do. I haven't dealt with it in a while, but I do. I was like told that I have adjustment disorder. I don't know if I haven't experienced it in a while. So maybe it was just like a 1 year thing. But apparently, like, if a lot of things start happening to me all at once, like problematic situations all at once, I will get depressed because I'm not able to fathom it all at once. I'm not able to organize how to feel all at once. So I just get overwhelmed and I get burnt out and I get depressed. Only reason that makes sense to me, my dad has depression, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I haven't dealt with it because I avoid problems like that strictly because I don't have time to feel depressed or even get near that shit. Crazily though, now that I'm speaking about it, I did experience it with the last girl I was with. So many problems. And she asked me late at night, "Do you suffer from depression?" I was like, I told her about my shit. I got a adjustment dis AD. Yeah. Yeah. I have AD, adjustment disorder type shit. So, coming from somebody who actually who has dealt with, rather, and may continue to deal with a form of depression, yeah, nigga, y'all fake ass niggas who keep going on about how bad the world is, y'all are some hoes, bro, because the world ain't that bad, bro. On top of that, the people that will go on who political views. This circles back to my first point. People who take things for the surface level and will dig their hand under the soil to ravel things that were not supposed to be touched and ruins it for everybody. I'll be on TikTok. I'll see some people like talking about whatever, and they'll make a political statement, right? And then all in the comment section, "Oh, you're Republican? You just lost a follower. Oh, you support ICE, or you support Trump, or you don't stand with Kamala Harris, or however her name. I'll have to unfollow you now." Now look, I'm a political person, but I don't care enough either. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna, like, some of y'all niggas be getting too rowdy over some fucking political views. If you gonna cut somebody off or shun out the whole world or a whole like person you never met before just because they have a different political view than you're a weirdo and you need to be studied. Cause that is like that is such a that's such a weird thing to do. And it's so many people that are doing it too. But it's because your ass is negative. You don't want to see the good in people. You don't want to see the positives in having a different opinion. You either think, shit, it's either you don't think my way, or I'm just not gonna think. I'm not gonna like be around you, because I like to be lonely, and I need to be validated for the way I think, and I have to prove something to people that being a Democrat or being a Republican is important or whatnot. But if you wasn't so fucking negative and thinking like it's all about me, it's all about me, it's only me, you'd see that people can have their own views on the economical state of the world right now. Um, and it shouldn't affect you. And the fact that you let that shit control you is a problem. You need to be studied. But people will put their hand in the dirt and touch things that are not supposed to be touched and deroot the plants. Plants die and they ruin the entire ecosystem when they didn't even have to in the first place. Just take it for face value with a grain of salt and leave, nigga. It's not gonna hurt you if you don't do it. It's gonna hurt you if you don't. Shit. It's gonna hurt you if you do that. If you do put your hand under the soil. I don't know, bro. But yes, you cannot be. Yeah, having been a grown ass adult, bro. We 18 now. Feel me? Graduates, fuck nigga. You gotta fix that mentality. Even if you're a young person, even if you're older than me, I get it. Life, I get it. I get it. I may not live it, but I can understand how bad life can get. I get that. You gotta stay hopeful. What point is it for you to be negative all the time if you don't got no hope? How you gonna be negative but still wake up out your bed every single day and not have no hope? Who you living for? Feel like the hell? So yeah, just keep about it, but don't stay a negative person. You feel me? That's never gonna be good for you. It's my 2 cents of the day.